Hello everyone, welcome back to another new video. In this video, I'm gonna talk about the top 5 best SSD for gaming, that are available on the market. I made this list based on my personal research and I try to list them based on price, quality, durability and more. If you want to see more information and the updated price, you can check out the description below, and also make sure subscribe for more reviews. Okay, so let's get started with the video. Starting at number 5, we have the Samsung 860 EVO 1TB. If there's one company that tends to rule in the SSD market space, it's Samsung. The 850 EVO was a longtime favorite, which remains viable even today, but the 860 EVO line has largely displaced it. Samsung currently trades blows with Crucial for our top pick, depending on capacity and current prices, but both are excellent drives with proven reliability and performance. The 1TB 860 EVO hits the sweet spot for price and performance, but the higher capacity models are also worth a look, especially as they're relatively cheap and dropping in price as the months go by. These are great SATA drives, so you're unlikely to have compatibility issues here. The newer 970 Samsung drives are great, if you're looking for an NVMe alternative, but they currently cost about 30 to 50% more, so you really should consider whether you want to spend that money. For cost versus performance, this 860 EVO 1TB SATA really hits the sweet spot, and it's often reduced via Amazon or Newegg. Check out the description for more information about this product and latest price. Moving on, at number 4, we have the WD Black SN750. Western Digital has long been recognized for its role in the volatile spinning hard drive market, a space often ridiculed for the fundamental unreliability of the technology it bolsters. If we weren't clear enough already, the WD Black SN750 is proof the company can find success outside the rickety data storage hardware of yesteryear. Though it's not without its faults, this M.2 form factor NVMe drive is a speed demon, made faster by a gaming mode you can toggle on or off in the company's integrated SSD dashboard software. Of course, kicking it into overdrive also means cranking up the heat, which, according to Western Digital, necessitates the use of a thermal heatsink. Sold separately, the heatsink model is optional and sold at a premium, but the company claims its passive cooling features aid with ushering in optimal levels of performance. At number 3, we have the Crucial MX500 1TB. The ideal SSD for a gaming PC strikes a perfect price-performance, reliability balance, which is more difficult than it sounds. Crucial's MX500 is one of the few drives that really has no weak points, and with game install sizes getting larger, buying the largest SSD you can afford is becoming increasingly important. The MX500 is one of the top-performing SATA drives, and perhaps more important, it's one of the more affordable SSDs. It ends up delivering an incredible value, and the only way to get meaningfully faster results is to move to an NVMe drive. Start your system in seconds, store up to 2 TB of data, and upgrade with an SSD you can count on. Join more and more people who are keeping their family videos, travel photos, music, and important documents on an SSD, and get the near-instant performance and lasting reliability that comes with solid-state storage. Upgrade with the Crucial MX500 SSD, a drive built on quality, speed, and security that's all backed by helpful service and support. Even if you've never installed an SSD, don't fear, our step-by-step guide walks you through the process to make installation easy. It's worth it. At number 2, we have the Samsung 860 Pro 1TB. Do you want a fast SATA drive with the highest endurance around? If so, look no further than Samsung's 860 Pro line. It doesn't win every benchmark, mostly because of margin of error and the higher capacity 2 TB and 4 TB drives, but you can pound the drive with writes all day long without killing it. The 5-year, 1,200 TB warranty translates to more than 650 GB written per day, every day, for 5 years. I'm not even sure what you'd be doing that would require that many writes per day, probably a server workload rather than anything you'd see on a desktop PC. SSD retailers. If you can't find exactly what you're looking for here, we won't be offended, promise. A good tip is to check out some of the big retailers' landing pages, where they're constantly updating prices and deals. Some common options are below, leading straight to their latest selection of SSDs. And finally at number 1, we have the WD Blue 3D NAND 2TB PC SSD. The WD Blue 3D NAND SATA SSD utilizes 3D NAND technology for capacities up to 2 TB with enhanced reliability. Featuring an active power draw up to 25% lower than previous generations of WD Blue SSDs, you're able to work longer before recharging your laptop, while sequential read speeds up to 560 MB per second and sequential write speeds up to 530 MB per second give the speed you want for your most demanding computing applications. Combined with the free, downloadable WD SSD dashboard software and a 5-year limited warranty, you can confidently upgrade your system to the WD Blue 3D NAND SATA SSD. As used for storage capacity, 1 TB (TB) equals 1 trillion bytes. Total accessible capacity varies depending on operating environment. Active power draws are up to 25% lower during sequential reads than previous generations of WD Blue SSD at the 500 GB capacity point. As used for transfer rate or interface, megabyte per second equals 1 million bytes per second and gigabit per second equals 1 billion bits per second. Thanks you for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. If this video is helpful to you, please make sure like, comment and subscribe. If you have any question related to this product, you can leave a comment down below. I will get back to you as soon as possible.